We want to talk about a mortgage story that I've had this week that I wanted to share with you. And that is, I've got a lot of consumers right now knocking on my door saying, how do I buy a house in today's market? We've got tremendously low inventory right now in our market. There is, across the country, I think listings or inventory that's available to purchase is down by like 38% or something crazy like that from last year. So essentially there's 35, 38, 40%, whatever that number is, less homes right now to be able to be purchased. What does that do? That makes all of the buyers have to compete a little bit more for those houses because there's a lot less inventory for them to choose from. So when a great property comes on the market, that's going to be snapped up pretty quickly. So one of the conversations I've been having with my consumers is, how do I buy a house in today's market? And the two things that we've got to look at is your offer or is your pre-qualification going to be contingent on you selling your house or non-contingent on you selling your house? So let's walk through those two things. Contingent simply means that you need to sell your existing home before you can buy the next one. So let's walk through an example. So if you own a current home right now and you are going to be putting that house on the market, and to be able to sell that property, you are going to be a contingent buyer, meaning if you write an offer on someone's house that you want to purchase, you need to sell your house first, and that makes your offer contingent on the sale of your current house. While that may be great for you, but it may not be great for the consumer or the seller in this example. Because if they say, I'll accept your offer, but it's continuing on you selling your home, I really don't know when your home is going to sell. So do I really have a deal? Do I really have a contract? Yes, I've got a contract, but the end or the closing date is unknown. So sometimes sellers take those offers and like, that really doesn't work for me because I've got an unknown end or unknown timeline to be able to where I can then turn around and maybe go buy my next home. A lot of transactions are kind of dominoes. You need to buy this house, then I can buy the next one, and then we can move on. And there's maybe 3 or 4, sometimes up to 6 or 7 in line for the contingents. So contingent means you've got to sell your house before you can buy the next one. Non-contingent means that you can buy the new house without selling your existing property, or maybe you don't have a home to sell. So how does that work? You write your offer and you would say, we can close on your house on whatever day that is negotiated out, and there's no contingencies. That means that there's not a contingent for you to have to sell a property before you can buy your next place. Or if you're a renter and you don't have to be out of your property at any specific points, then you can say it's non-contingent. You can buy your house at whatever that date is agreed upon, and we don't need to worry about selling a house or not selling a house. So kind of talking about that, that's kind of been the conversation I've had a lot lately is, how do I position myself so I can get that house when I find the perfect place to call home for myself and possibly for my family? So we're going to walk down that path of contingent offers, meaning I got to sell my property first, or non-contingent offers, meaning that I don't have a property to sell, or I can purchase the new place without selling my existing property. I've been having that conversation a lot. If you would like to have a discussion around, how do I write an offer non-contingent, or do I need to write an offer contingent, and how we can strategize around that, definitely reach out to me. I'd be happy to have that conversation with you. And you can start your pre-qualification on the screen there at the bottom. Anytime that you're interested in actually getting started with that pre-qualification, go ahead and go to timlambmortgageteam.com. It'll directly right to my online website where you can do an online application and get your process started as we get going. So timlambmortgageteam.com is where we can definitely go to get that done.